Guilty of virtually every plagiarism crime we have a law for. What good are sources when you don't cite them?
No, 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 no. No! No! No!
You will write your own papers, whether you want to
No!
or not.
No! No! What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. I come bearing tidings of great joy to begin your new year. The anti-Semitic, serial plagiarist, DEI diversity hire Harvard president Claudine Gay, who had since survived the unbelievable scrutiny of her horrendous record on every single moral failing, has now been fired, canned, and resigned. Now, they call it a resignation. She was actually fired by Harvard's board. And this is a great piece of news to start off our year. Let's sort of review where we've come from here. There was a time in a not too distant past where your tweets, the wrong tweet, using the wrong pronouns would get you fired, would get you canned. A video of you dancing to the wrong song or singing the wrong lyric would get you destroyed. Summarily, your life was ended. You would have to go into hiding. You would have to hold your head in shame, just like a communist struggle session, and you would have your life destroyed. Your life would be over. Now, why did that happen? Because America didn't used to be this prickly. It happened because of people like Claudine Gay. It happened because of infrastructures, murky bureaucracies from higher education that decided that diversity, equity, and inclusion was going to be the new religion of America. That equity was going to mean that people who say and do things we don't like, we're going to destroy their lives. The First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and 90th Amendment be damned. All of it's trash. The new religion dictates that we are going to judge people by their skin color, and we are going to grant people social credit points who have fealty to our new religion. It is a sick practice. It's a despicable way to view the world. It is actually regressive, not progressive. And we are so thankful that the head of the snake, we are so damn proud of the people who brought this to be. And we're happy to be part of this movement, ladies and gentlemen, more than ever. As you can obviously see, I'm not in my studio. We're doing business meetings right now, but we had to stop it all to record this joyous news. Now, what happened? Claudine Gay, and you can see here from the Harvard Crimson, Claudine Gay resigns, shortest tenure in university history. The Harvard Crimson absolutely destroying her on her way out. Of course, in her letter that she writes, complaining letter that she writes in personal news, she literally blames racism for her firing. Not the hundreds of counts of plagiarism in her record, not the morally horrendous answers that she gave about genocide against Jews. Is genocide against Jews wrong? No, well, she wasn't sure. She had to go check, right? She had to go check the intersectionality pyramid to see where Jews happen to be on the hierarchy. I mean, like, but wait a second. Is it a Jewish person who comes from a dispossessed background? Was their father a coal miner? Were they in a wheelchair? No, it's all wrong. Like, it's all wrong. Okay, like, you don't have to go check to see if genocide is wrong. But this is, of course, the poison that they are injecting not only into the brains of the kids at Harvard, but also into the brains of the entire academic elite that now become the corporate elite, and then they push this worldview on the rest of us. As, of course, you are seeing shot through places like IBM, what James O'Keefe is uncovering, and so forth. The people leave these institutions brainwashed and infected with the mind virus. And then they go and they continue to infect that mind virus because people want to hire from Harvard, people want to hire from Stanford, people want to hire from MIT, they want to hire from Penn, they want to hire from the Ivy Leagues, and then they infect the students, and those students carry them that infection, and they become patient zeros wherever they go to work. So America's entire higher education institutions get captured by this, and it is crumbling now. So that same murky bureaucracy that was out to destroy your life and mine, they are now under the gun. They are the ones running scared now. And it is a wonderful thing. It is something to be thankful for and to cheer from the rafters and the rooftops about. Harvard president resigns after anti-Semitism hearing and plagiarism probe. Harvard president Claudine Gay resigned an hour ago. Weeks after she appeared before Congress in disastrous hearing on anti-Semitism, why it matters, Gay, a political scientist at Harvard's first black president, came under scrutiny I laugh at the political scientist bit here because that's a fake field. That's not real. That's what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Political scientist. Yeah, okay. There's your first problem right there. Allegations of plagiarism in her published work. She has the shortest tenure in school history. It's become clear that in the best interest of Harvard and me to resign so that our community can navigate the moments of extraordinary challenge and focus on institution rather than any individual. Gay wrote in a letter. She said that she will return to Harvard's faculty. Oh, so she gets to keep her job? Wow. She gets to keep her job? We have more on this. This is unbelievable. So hold on. So she has plagiarized. She's plagiarized like hundreds of times. So her entire academic career, like, could you imagine a career where you don't have to create or make or do anything? You just get to sit inside of elite institutions and think thoughts. She didn't really publish any papers. She's never created anything of any value. And now you can see that all of her work has been lifted from other people's work, other greater minds. Look at this. The last weeks have helped me make clear that the work we need to do to build that future and to combat bias in all of its forms. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she went right into the songbook that Barack Obama gave her and said, you're going to blame racism. Remember, Barack Obama was fighting to keep this person's job. Barack Obama installed this regime of DEI in Harvard, which is Barack Obama's alma mater, in order to ensure that he was able to get moral leverage inside of his new church. Harvard, ironically, was founded as a Christian college and as a church college teaching ministers. Harvard was founded as a Christian college to teach New World ministers in the 1600s. And now it has become, once again, a religious institution just for a religion based on Satanism and regressive ideology. Again, it's regressive ideology to effectively say that no, people should be judged by their skin color. That's wrong. Whatever happened to MLK? Oh yeah, spoke too much truth, and now and then there was no more MLK. Okay, got it. All right, got it. That's a whole nother read. She literally blames. She says that the backlash to her was fueled by racial animus. There it is. There's the Barack Obama line right there. Barack Obama was fighting tooth and nail for her to keep her job. She would have been fired apparently a long time ago if it wasn't for Barack Obama personally stepping in. That's how valuable she was. This is how valuable it is and how important it is that she does not retain her job at Harvard. Because if you were going, there's only two paths here. Harvard can either be a place of high learning, or it can be a place where a plagiarist is allowed to be president. There's only two paths. This is Claudine Gay's resignation letter, says Chris Rufo. Rather than take responsibility for minimizing anti-Semitism, committing serial plagiarism, intimidating the free press, and damaging the institution, she calls her critics racist. This is the poison of DEI ideology. Glad she's gone, says Chris Rufo, the man who, more than anything, led to her resignation, because Chris Rufo is the person who first surfaced this important study into her past history of publishing other people's ideas and slapping her own label on them. Claudine Gay's resigned. Let's place our bets. Will the next president of Harvard be selected on the basis of merit, or will the university make another diversity hiring decision? Sorry, we might have to fire you. Why? Because I'm a black woman? No, that's why we hired you. Yep. Cuts both ways. Claudine Gay gives tearful resignation speech entitled Gettysburg Address. Claudine Gay's resignation letter. I hereby resign as the office of President of the United States. Oh, it's too good. Yeah, okay, great. Very good. Claudine Gay resigned as Harvard's president, the shortest tenure ever. Her career accomplishments. She wrote a total of 11 papers in her entire career. 6 of them contained plagiarism. Nearly all of it was about race and gender. She was born a black woman. Again, we must move beyond. We must move to a place where, like, the immutable characteristics that you're born with do not determine your value in life. Meaning you can't change those things. So it's important to look at who the person is. Like, right? Huh? Where what the hell happened? What happened to us? Tragic loss. Hamas loses 2 leaders in one day. Okay. All right. Jeez. Babylon B. Harvard's president, Claudine Gay, just resigned, says Vivek. I don't think Vivek is a Harvard graduate. I would have to check. Better late than never. Back in 2006, I was one of 3 students. Oh, yeah, he was. Okay, well, there you go. I was one of 3 students appointed Harvard graduate. How do you know it's a Harvard graduate? They tell you in the first sentence they're a Harvard graduate. I was one of 3 students appointed to the advisory board to select Harvard's new president in 2007 after Larry Summers was forced to resign after supposedly misogynistic comments, which were badly distorted. Back then, it was a foreordained conclusion that the next president would be a woman, no questions asked, shut up, sit down, or do as you're told. As this was a thinly veiled exercise in race and gender, when they selected Claudine Gay, here's a radical idea for the future. Select a leader based on merit. That's a great approach. Then you probably won't get a serial plagiarist and anti-Semite as your president. Christopher Rufo having a real one out here because Ibram X. Kendi is out here defending, of course, his gravy train, which is institutional racism, right? This is your systemic racism. They've set up systemic racism. It's just racism in the opposite direction, but still racism. It's not 2020 anymore. Calling everything racist doesn't work. You'll need to find a new grift. Good job. If not for X, and this is really important, if not for X, there would be zero chance of Claudine Gay getting canned at Harvard. Chris Rufo and others on the site broke the plagiarism scandal, relentlessly pushed it on the mainstream. This is why they fear the platform. They are doing everything in power to take down Elon Musk. This is exactly 100% and absolutely correct. Such a astute observation, ladies and gentlemen. Also an astute observation, Greg Gutfeld on Fox saying, no, it's racism, not racism that she was fired, it's racism why she was hired.
About her, I mean, it's not a surprise that she claims racism, that she's a victim of racism for losing her job after this moral implosion at the hearing, and then this countless examples of plagiarism, and some made by black scholars. And yet it's still racism. No, Mrs. Gay or Ms. Gay, it wasn't racism that cost you the job. It was racism that got you the job, right? Any white person had her pedigree, they wouldn't be running a school of fish. And this is the problem with DEI and ESG, is that everything that it infects, it destroys, whether it's academia, corporations, the military. If you designate a small group out of a larger general population as the preferred hire, you force every recruiter to go to that select group, and the supply cannot meet the demand. It's a math problem. So you end up being forced to hire what's left. Even if that person is not qualified or even competent, it's mathematical racism. And you choose an inept candidate over somebody else who's far better because they don't fit the right color. That choice, however, makes it harder for places like Harvard and any company to fire somebody, even if they are ripe for firing. And you know, it's funny, it really isn't Gay's fault because the system awarded her into a slot that was beyond her current capabilities because of her skin color. And if you make a deal with the DEI devil, you're going to die with the accusation of racism. So everybody made this bed. I love the fact that they all have to sleep in it.
Watch this.
Exceedingly and incredibly based, and we are so honored to be part of this moment. This is such a great moment in American history. We are actually seeing a literal tide change here. Let's hope it continues. We'll do our best at this channel to continue it. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay based. See ya.